Good day, people. Welcome to Lesson 3. Let's look at solving real-life problems. In example 3, you earn $9.50 per hour at your summer job. And we are going to try to figure out how many hours you need to work to buy a digital camera that costs $247. Well, how much money do you get? You get $9.50 times however many hours you worked. So that's how much money you're going to get, and that needs to be $247 or more. So the hourly wage, unit analysis. This is an important thing. Always be looking at your units when you're doing a real life problem to check and make sure that the units balance. So if you look at $9.50 per hour, another way to think about that is $9.5 per hour. If you multiply that by X hours, however many hours you need to work, let's see, if you multiply that, hours and hours would cancel, and you would just get dollars. So that check right there works. So that's one way to check and make sure that your units cancel out. Let's see, if we wanted to solve, we want to solve for X, right? So what we really want to do now is divide both sides by 9.5. So we're going to divide both sides by $9.50 per hour. When you divide by dollars per hour, so here you're going to do 247 divided by 9.50, and then you're going to do dollars divided by dollars per hour. And when you divide by a fraction, it's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So you'd be multiplying by hours per dollar. Your dollars will cancel and you'll get hours left, which is nice because your dollars are going to cancel over here and you'll just have X hours, and you want that to be greater than or equal to hours. So 247 divided by 9.5 is 26. So you would need to work for at least 26 hours for your gross pay to be at least $247. If you work in the real world and you have such things as payroll deductions and Social Security taxes and all that fun stuff, then you probably need to work more than 26 to make your net pay be enough money. But this gives you an idea of how many hours you need to work. All right, look at this. The maximum speed limit for a school bus is 55 miles per hour. Write and solve an inequality that represents the number of hours it takes to travel 165 miles in a school bus. So our maximum speed is 55 miles an hour. We want to know how many hours it takes, so that's like time, to travel 165 miles. That's a distance. And our maximum speed is 55 miles per hour. That's our rate. And so we're going to use this super neato formula that we learned called distance equals rate times time. And since we have a maximum speed, we're trying to find out how far or how long it takes to go. Our distance is going to be less than or let's see, our distance is going to be less than or equal to our rate times time. Because this is the fastest you can go. So at the maximum, that's also going to be your maximum distance. So your distance could be less than rate times time because this rate might be less than 55. All right, so let's look at this. Our distance is 165 miles. We need that to be less than or equal to our rate, which is 55 miles per hour, times the time that we're traveling, which is t hours. So we're going to divide both sides by 55 miles per hour. Remember, our miles here, 55 miles per hour is going to cancel with 55 miles per hour. 165 miles divided by 55 miles per hour. So dividing by miles per hour is the same as multiplying by hours per mile. So that would make our miles cancel and we would be left with hours. So 3 hours is less than or equal to t hours. In other words, t is less than or equal to 3 hours. So it would take at least 3 hours, so 3 or more hours, to travel 165 miles in a school bus. And that just sounds like a party to me. Booyah achieved.